Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I am Taylor. I'm a stay-at-home wife and mom, and I share these What's for Dinner videos every week to hopefully give you guys some new meal ideas and to motivate you to cook more for your family. This week's What's for Dinner is a collab with my friend Tiffany over at Small Town 6. I've collabed with her a bunch in the past. She's one of my favorite people here on YouTube. She does What's for Dinner, she does grocery hauls, she shares her everyday life as a stay-at-home mom. So I know that you guys will like her channel if you like mine. So please make sure you go check out her video and let her know you came over from my channel. This week I kept most of the meals pretty easy. My husband Andy was off this week, so I just didn't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. So I made mostly family favorites, but I did try one new recipe this week and I can't wait to share it with y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the video. On Friday, I made tuna casserole, which I've shared many times, but Lily requested it, so I made it. And whenever I make this, I start off by cooking up about 8 ounces of egg noodles, and I just boil those in some salted water. And I do it for about 5 minutes. I don't cook it according to the package directions because I am going to be putting this in the oven, and I don't like egg noodles to be super mushy. So once those are cooked, I add them to a casserole dish, and then I add in a can of cream of chicken soup, and then I fill that can halfway up with some milk, add that in, some salt, some pepper, a bunch of cheddar cheese, and 2 cans of drained tuna. Then I mix that together really well, top it with some more cheese, and then this goes in the oven on 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then we always have tuna casserole with some peas on the side. I just season the peas with a little bit of butter, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. Saturday, I made some ground beef enchiladas, so I started off by cooking up some ground beef with some taco seasoning, and then I thought I had 2 cans of enchilada sauce in the cabinet, but I did not. I had 1 very small can, so I didn't think that was going to be enough, but luckily I had this enchilada sauce mix from Aldi. You just mix this with a little bit of tomato sauce and some water and heat it up till it's all like nice and combined, and then you can just use that as enchilada sauce. It's not my favorite, but it is pretty good and it works in a pinch. And then I like to take my corn tortillas and heat them up in a little bit of oil. You could do this in the microwave, whatever you want to do. You do want to make sure that you heat them because they are going to roll up better if they are heated, but preferred method is in a frying pan with a little bit of oil. And then when I assembled my enchiladas, I just put some of that enchilada sauce in the bottom of my 9x13-inch pan. And then I got to rolling everything up. I just rolled up some of the ground beef with some cheese and then put that in my pan. And then once they were all filled up, I just topped with some more enchilada sauce and cheese and baked these at 350 for about 25 minutes. And here's what they looked like when they came out. Super cheesy and delicious. And everybody likes to have this with some Mexican rice on the side, except for me. I don't absolutely love rice as much as my family does. So I didn't have any rice. I just had 3 enchiladas with some lettuce and tomato and sour cream on top, as well as some Taco Bell mild sauce. Sunday is when I tried the new recipe. I will have this recipe linked down below for y'all so you can get exact measurements. So I started off just by getting a little bit of olive oil in my pan, and then I cooked up 1 pound of Italian sausage with some minced garlic. While my meat was cooking, I brought some salted water to a boil to cook up 1 pound of pasta. You can use whatever kind you like. I just chose to use this one from Aldi. When my sausage was done, I removed it from the pan, and then I added in some chicken broth, and I just started kind of scraping the bits from the bottom of the pan, any that were left over. And then I added in some heavy cream, some Parmesan cheese, and some seasoning. For seasonings, I did a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some Italian seasoning, some crushed red pepper, and some garlic powder. And then I just let that simmer for about 10 minutes, just stirring it often until it got nice and thick. Once my sauce was nice and thick, I added back in my sausage, as well as 2 cups of chopped spinach and 1 cup of frozen peas. And then I just let that simmer so that my spinach could wilt and my peas could get warmed up. Once my peas were warmed and my spinach was wilted, I just added in my pasta and stirred everything really well to combine. I thought this pasta was delicious. It had really good flavor, and I just really liked the peas in it when I usually don't put peas in pasta. But my family they didn't say anything bad, but they didn't say anything good. It didn't seem like they loved it. I think they thought it had too many veggies in it, to be honest, because they are not a fan of too many veggies in their pasta or in their dinner. They like their veggies more on the side. So to go with this, I did give everybody who likes salad some salad, and then Lily just some tomatoes and cucumbers. Monday night I made some air fryer ham steak, and I did share this recipe a couple months ago, but I am making it again, and it was really good the first time, so that's why I'm making it again. But I realized when I went to go make it that I was out of brown sugar, so instead of using brown sugar with this, I used some honey to make like a honey butter. So I did 2 tablespoons of melted butter and about a tablespoon of honey, and then you just brush the one side with that and stick it in the air fryer for 6 minutes on the one side, and then I will take it out, flip it over, and stick it back in, and it cooks at 375. And when it comes out, it's like nice and crispy, and it's got really good flavor, and we really like it. And to go with this, I did some hash brown casserole that I had in the freezer, and then some green beans. And I will have the recipe for the hash brown casserole down below, as well as a video where I have made it for you guys. Tuesday, I made some teriyaki chicken thighs. So I had a little bit of teriyaki sauce left in this one bottle, and so I added that to my chicken thighs in a big bowl so that it could marinate. And then I bought this sriracha teriyaki sauce at Aldi recently, and I wanted to use that as well. It's not too spicy. It does have a little bit of spice, but it's also got like the sweetness of the teriyaki sauce. It was really good. So I just poured some of that all over the chicken thighs, made sure that they were coated really well, and let those sit in the fridge all day. when it came time to cook the chicken thighs, I just put them on my air fryer basket, and then I stuck these in the air fryer on 350 for about 20 minutes. It's going to depend on the thickness of your chicken thighs for how long you're going to cook it. You just want to check the temperature and make sure that they are cooked through. And here's how they looked when they were done. That sauce got nice and caramelized on top. It was really delicious. I served this over some fried rice, and I will have a video down below for where I've made my fried rice for y'all. And on top of mine, I did some green onion, but everybody else just left it as is. There was some sauce on the table if anybody wanted extra sauce, but nobody wanted extra sauce. It was good just the way it was. Wednesday night we did individual pizzas, so I had these mini pizza crusts from Aldi that came with the sauce and everything, so I just laid those out on a pan, and then I had all my toppings to the side. We had some mozzarella cheese, feta cheese, tomato, olives, bacon, Canadian bacon, and pepperoni. And then I got the kids in the kitchen, and they got to make their own pizzas, so here they are putting some sauce on there. They both don't like a lot of stuff, so they did pepperoni and mozzarella cheese and some of the Canadian bacon, and then Lily does like tomato, so she did tomato on hers. And then on the other two, I did a pepperoni with black olives for myself, and then some bacon and feta on the other one. And then Andy made his later because he wasn't hungry when we ate. But he did a bacon and feta one too. And then another one, I think, with pepperoni and ham and stuff. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, we all had a bunch of pizza. And then we did some salad with this as well. But I didn't get a picture of the kids' plates because they were ready to eat. So they had already taken their plates. But this is what my plate looked like. Just some of that pizza and salad. Thursday night, I made this barbecue flavored pork shoulder roast. I put it in the crock pot. I think I bought this before. It's from Aldi. I can't remember if I had tried the barbecue flavor, but I just put it in the crock pot with half a cup of water in the bottom because we weren't going to be home this day. We actually went to the aquarium. So I just wanted to make sure it had a little bit of water in the bottom so it didn't burn or anything. And then when we came home that evening, here's what it looked like. I just took my little meat masher thing and shredded up the pork. It shredded nicely, and I just left it in that juice. You could add barbecue sauce if you wanted to, but I didn't add any to this. We just added some barbecue sauce on our individual sandwiches. So the kids like some cheese on their sandwiches, so they have some American cheese on there. And then I just made a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese and heated up a can of baked beans. And that is going to be it for this week's What's for Dinner. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave me a thumbs up down below and let me know if you plan on trying any of these recipes. Don't forget, as I mentioned at the beginning, this was a collab with my friend Tiffany over at Small Town 6, so please make sure you go check out her video, subscribe, show her some love, let her know that you came over from my channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!